So word on the street, I need y'all to go check out 10 o'clock premiere that I had did involving Solar and Zoka. Now, allegedly, they're saying that Zoka is no longer with the girls, and Zoka is torn. I think that Zoka needs to, A, take accountability that she needs counseling and relieve herself of dealing with any Carbonation members at this point, not taking the advice from Solar that she can come stay with him and he'll take care of her. And I guess that'll be his wife again. And perhaps they have children or a child later on down the line. All of that stuff that's going to come with being with Solar if she in fact goes back to him, or she might be back with them now. We're just gonna have to stay tuned, but go check that live premiere out that I had put up so you guys can get the details of what was said in the text and the text audio on IG and what is currently going on with that situation.
And then a woman finds a divine man, aka a god, aka Poppy Chief, and she takes that mind, and then that's when you start to building nations. Polygamy, you start building nations. The woman takes the mind and everything of that man and makes a baby. When a woman makes a baby, that baby has the spirit of the man. So a goddess and a god, she's going to be reproducing gods. Actual humans with the mind of God.
Now, getting into 𝗪𝗛, I don't know why these people who we watch get slapped around. We watched 𝗪𝗛 in the closet, and she was violated from the back, and we could tell that she wasn't enjoying it. Put it in the comment section if you guys know what I'm talking about. When she was supposed to be doing chores in the walk-in closet, Natureboy walked in there and she wasn't doing chores, and he recorded himself violating that girl from the back. And it's
when we hear the word God and goddess, let's break it down. Today we just gonna break it down, right? We in the age of information. Everybody got the Akashic records in their hand. A cell phone. You can go on your cell phone and Google everything. You got a question? You gotta go to Google. Google at everything. You know, the internet, you can find everything on internet. Like, we in the age of information and people still paying to go to college.
It's really sad that she is trying to teach the knowledge and try to educate the public on respecting ourselves and on, you know, our life lessons and what we need principle wise to follow in order to be true, awoke, and conscious people. And we know that these people are nowhere near woke. They're fake woke. And everything that they talk about and do is fake. So why are we still here listening to people who we saw prior to Natureboy getting locked up? He exposed. They don't even know the knowledge. So if you don't even know the basic knowledge to what Natureboy once upon a time stood for, well, at least at Melanation, he stood for something. As time went on, he went cuckoo. But if you don't even know the knowledge, and if you don't even know the basic principles of what you've been there for 4 or 5 years, how are you teaching us any knowledge and trying to tell us how to live in our day-to-day life and what we should and should not be doing when you guys are not applying that same information that you're giving to the public? It's not making any sense.
I don't get it. We going into the golden ages. We waking up. We getting more knowledge. Past what they teach us in school, we getting knowledge. So we can actually look up what certain words mean. Instead of just saying stuff, what does does it actually mean? When we look and break down the word God and goddess, what do they mean? So when you think of God and goddess, a god is what is divine. And a goddess is what is divine. Right? Let's break it down.
I really feel like they have made themselves believe and have accepted that there's no plan B. I think that they also feel as though they've been there for so long, there isn't a plan B. There's nothing right now that they can possibly do with their life, like go back to school or get a job, because they have been subjected to catering to Natureboy. And then when they're not doing that, they're sitting and laying around him all day in a relaxed state. So now it's like all of the ability to, you know, vibrate on a higher level and do something positive for yourself, so you can respect yourself as a woman, that you can go out here, I don't care if it's a Walmart job or not, and take care of yourself. All of that has been thrown out the window because you kind of sort of lost who you are. You probably don't even know what you did for fun, because of the fact that everything now is surrounded around Natureboy, and he doesn't give you time to even realize that at the end of the day, this is ultimately your life, your choice. You choose to waste your time trying to represent a man who we all know, because we have talked to the ex-Combination members just recently, that he's a demonic force.
What you call yourself to everybody? What you got in your Instagram bio? Are you really living up to this? Right? So, a God is what is divine. Divine is what is supremely good. What is supremely good? Supremely good. That's the ultimate goodness. Okay, so let's look at what good means. We're not just going to stop there. We're going to go deeper. So now we're about to look up what good means. What is good? Good is what is morally right and righteous.
And everything that he was saying to the public and people who gave their worldly possessions away, we are now finding out he was fraudulent. Maybe, again, like I said, when he was melanated, he was, you know, saying something. He was on to something. People were vibing on that frequency. But at this time in the game, he is not on that frequency. Natureboy must be stopped. These girls need to go home and get rehabilitated with counseling. If you have to take medication, I don't care what you need to do. I don't knock anybody for how they have to deal with their issues, but you have to deal with your issues head on, and you have to not sit in this situation thinking it's going to get better, because it's not.
God is what is divine. What is divine is what is supremely good. Good is what is morally right and righteous. Don't take my word for it. Go on Google and do the research yourself and get these definitions. That's where I got these from. I'm not making up no hocus pocus. You can do the research for yourself. It just takes a little bit of time.
Or thinking that Natureboy is going to be knocking on that door by next week, and you guys are going to be happily ever after. Because let me tell you something. If Natureboy doesn't get a whole lot of time, he's going to get out, and he's going to brush his shoulders off, and he's going to say, yeah, I felt that way at that time, that I wanted to be a man of change. But when people tell you who they are, believe it. Natureboy is who he is. People don't change overnight. He's going to go back to his old ways sooner than later, and these women are going to have a miserable life, and it's going to be hell to get out of this situation. So while they have the choice to leave, I don't think that 𝗪𝗛 and any of them should be up here. trying to teach a class of how life's supposed to be when they haven't even figured out life.